Hello and welcome to Fishing Out Northwest. Wayne and Tommy Donlin. What do you think, Tommy?
It's the best. There you go. I was not going to make my buddy's homemade wine. Living Northwest wild. Hunting, fishing is my kind of style. I float the Wainuchi when it gets hot. I'm proud of all the things that I've got.
All right, here we go. Hey, welcome to Fish Hunt Northwest. Wayne England coming to you live from the Fish Hunt Northwest studio located here in Olympia, Washington. You may notice, partner is gone once again. Tommy and Justine are out chasing whitetail on the east side of the state through this week or however many days it takes. So we want to wish them, good luck and put some more meat in the freezer because God knows the Donlins do not have enough venison or meat in the freezer as of yet. Hey, I want to welcome everybody to the program today. So glad you could take time out of your day to spend some time here. And as per usual, we have a lot of great information and content to get through as we progress. Got some really good stuff lined up. Want to talk a little bit about what's been going on this past week. Did you get out and get something done this last week prior to all this rain showing up? I mean, look, last Friday, after we did last week's show Friday, fishing was absolutely epic. And it has been really good in a lot of areas. Lots of chum, which are now going to be tapering off, especially after this high water event, and tons of coho everywhere. Everybody I'm talking to is into coho and big coho. We talked about this earlier this year. Summertime, ocean fisheries, Puget Sound, coho everywhere. Well, it's fall time and they're in the rivers now and they're marching in day after day. Folks are just lighting it up. You see a lot of really good content on social media platforms and people having epic days on the river. And you should. It's that time of year, and we got a fantastic return this year, like we haven't seen since the 90s. So you should be out taking advantage of it. We definitely now have the high water. The rain did finally show up. It was a couple days later than anticipated, but it's here now, and the rivers are high and unfishable unless you have some hidey holes way up high in some systems. Get away from folks. Get up high in the small water areas. You might find some levels that are fishable. Projections show that rivers predominantly are not going to be dropping into fishable conditions maybe up until around Thanksgiving. So got to keep an eye on it, see how many more systems come in, blow the water out, and keep us off the water, so to speak. But hey, you know what? When the rivers are blowing, it's time to pick up the shotgun, get some duck and goose dates in, and go hammer some waterfowl. So this kind of leads me into this last week when we were fishing out with some buddies, Daryl Johnson and Mario. We hit the river once again and got a great day. And I'm going to set this up for you. We're floating down a certain section. Look, Daryl and I have been fishing the same rivers for a very long time. So we know all the pockets, all the areas. We're floating down the drift boat. Daryl says, hey, throw the anchor. And we're in pretty fast moving water. It took a lot of scope on the rope and them guys getting out of the boat for me to finally get the boat to settle. Why do I tell you that? Because when your buddy decides to throw his lure into a small tub or a bucket, as we say, and hooks a fish on first cast, and there is nowhere to land this fish. The water is ripping along pretty good. It really kind of sets us up for this week's peak outdoor moment of the week.
Guess which kind like that mile blade?
Chummy. They sure like it.
Right there.
Wait 10 minutes and then...
Oh boy. Going down. Daryl always manages to hook fish in the greatest spot. Swing and a miss. He's going to get tired. I'm talking about Daryl.
I'm already tired.
Yeah.
Way undergunned.
Holy shit, thank you for putting me out of my misery.
That is a big buck.
Oh,
Big old buck. You hold that.
right in the corner of the mouth.
Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to keep him up out of the water so I can get that out of there.
I was going to say, it's a T-bar, it should fall right out.
Yeah. You got the net?
Yep.
Make sure everybody looks. The teeth on these guys. That's what you want. The teeth. These chum are amazing. So strong. There you go, buddy. Well, there you go. There's your peak outdoor moment of the week. And yeah, Daryl did a nice job putting a lot of pressure to that fish to get it up. There were no soft edges or little back eddies or anything soft to get that fish over into and get the net on it. So he just had to crank down that drag and put the pressure to it. But it all came together and he landed that bugger. If you like that, you want to stick around. We got a lot of great content coming up throughout the show here. Speaking of which, running down the show. Fishing has been really good. Chinook, Chum, and Coho. And we are bringing it to you, a recent drift boat trip down a local river and how our day all came together, parts 1 and 2. Then bringing back guest Chase Gunnell with WDFW Communications Manager. DFW is forming regional engagement committees. What is this all about? Well, you want to stick around and find out. Also with Chase, we have some early steelhead talk, North Puget Sound, and we'll take an early look at some numbers if he has anything available in that regard. Also want to mention the Region 6 opportunity coming up. Next, we'll bring you the additional time on the water, on the river from the drift boat, and lots of fish fights. This is some epic footage. And then we'll close out the show with announcements and opportunities. Jumping out for a break. Don't go anywhere. Coming back. We're on the river in the drift boat, chasing Chum, Chinook, and Coho. Defiance Marine is the one-stop shop for the Pacific Northwest angler. Defiance Marine guarantees the best price on a new and best service on a repower for your current boat. Defiance Marine is a Honda Premier dealership and one of the largest on the West Coast. Defiance Marine is a boat dealer who proudly sells Defiance, Allied, and Arima boats. All boats are built by West Coast fishermen for West Coast fishermen. Defiance Marine has all your boating needs to help you get out on the water.
If you're looking for the best fishing rods in the world, you really do need to take a look at the Edge rods. I designed and built new machinery, and I think this new machinery has enabled us to build blanks like no other company can build without this equipment. There is no other rods in the world that are as good as these rods. You owe it to yourself to take a good look at them.
For more than 90 years, you've entrusted one brand to guide you towards living the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. Now you can entrust affiliated Better Homes and Gardens real estate professionals to interpret your needs and help you find the home in which to live your dreams through every stage of your home buying or selling process. And through every stage of your life, there's Better Homes and Gardens real estate. Expect better.
Probably right there. Clark?
Yeah, that worked out. Okay, grab that anchor rope.
Okay. Kick it loose.
Yep.
There we go.
Can't really get them all ready. So we got that feed going, so popping the thing. Yeah, stand up and fish. So it's shallow at the top and drops into a nice little bucket at the top end of this thing, right where that slick is out there. So set pretty shallow, but this water is absolutely gin clear. Fish and eggs suspended under a float. Historically, this spot's been pretty good for coho. The chum like it in here, but I never fished this entire area without putting a little time in up here in this little tiny bucket right up top here. So if they're in there, they're going to grab it right away. You don't have to sit here and fish it for a half hour. Got to cover water. Yeah, I'm going to drop back in there and fish that back edge. Nothing out in front of the wood this morning.
Let that go.
So rocks are a little slippery.
I think that's going to go the right direction, I think.
Okay, let's see what's over heel. We'll just hit all these points. Work. Oh, what you got?
Nothing.
Bottom?
Bubbles, bottom,
Wood?
wood.
I'm gonna anchor over here on the right, Mario. You're gonna fish this riprap along the wood.
Yeah, I like that.
It's a nice spot.
Yeah, that is killer right there.
Yeah, this has been a good spot in the past. I'd be very surprised you don't pull a coho out of here. So lean to your left a little. Don't
Me?
lean right.
Okay. Yep.
So as we get up on this wood, I'm gonna tuck the oars,
Yep.
and then you're gonna just,
Do what I can.
yeah, off the trees. Okay. Here we go. Over.
Cool.
Huh?
I forgot how much fun that is when you're not rowing.
Yeah. No, you can't go over there.
Stay in the chair.
Yes, please.
Stay in the chair.
Okay, this is gonna hit. We're good. There we go. Had to snake through it. All right, buddy, what do you think? Off to a good start.
Off to a good start. Got a nice little couple of log jams.
Yes, just scraping up the boat today, no big deal. Hey guys, Dwayne England, Fish Hunt Northwest. My buddy Mario Venti. We're out here on a local river that I am very passionate about. Been fishing it, gosh, I don't know, 35 years or so. That make me old? I think so. Glad to finally get you off the ocean.
Yeah, it feels good to be out here taking a look and listening to the babble of the creek.
Yes. Beautiful river, lots of obstacles to navigate around. A raft would be nice, but we're in the drift boat today, so we still got a lot of good water ahead of us. Look, these rivers came up and they dropped like a rock. The cold temps at night really drain these things out quick. Water is gin clear. We've been bouncing around a little bit, fishing okay water. I really like the water we have coming up downriver, and I think it'll hold some fish, but boy, when that water was up last week, those fish were moving. So if we find any fresh coho, we might be lucky today. But we're gonna talk some technique points, take you guys through some beautiful water, and make it a day. Let's go. And let it run run right along the.
Down about here?
Straight
or
out front. Get it out there.
Okay.
Right down the middle. Let it run. Give it line. Where the coho at? Allied, the new leader in heavy gauge aluminum boats. Allied boats have standard reverse chine and lifting rakes to help you plane faster and run at lower RPMs. Allied boats have several models to choose from, ranging from a 19-foot Mustang all the way up to a 32-foot Liberator. So regardless of what type of heavy gauge aluminum boats you are looking for, Allied Boats will have it for you. Contact Allied Boats today to learn more about these incredible fishing machines.
Sportco, an outdoor emporium, is the largest local outfitter in the Northwest since 1975, providing thousands of people affordable outdoor gear. This summer, make your next outdoor adventure more affordable by shopping at our warehouse-style pricing. We are a local Scotty dealer, offering sales, service, and repair. Located in Fife and Seattle, come visit us today. The outdoors await you. There we go. We'll
Like
get a
you
nice
say in the
size
spot
bait.
there.
Now the old bait box here, and just roll that up. Put it in the egg loop. Straighten out them hooks. Call it good. Look at that. Oh. Okay. By holding my rod way up here, you can see that float just grabs that current and up into the corner. Whoa, gosh, he picked it up extremely soft. I did not get a good set in that, but hopefully he's pinned. That was a weird take. Hopefully he's stuck good. For now, anyway. Yeah, we might use the net, Mario. It's kind of a steep gravel bar.
Nice.
I'm gonna take him up here.
Okay.
Might just bring him up on the shore. That's a nice coho. That's a nice coho. Drop it.
There we go.
There we go. That's why we come here.
That is a nice one.
Don't let it go back in the river, please.
No. Hooks are out and everything.
Yeah, barbless. Here, you hold this. This is why we come here. Get my hook.
Killer dismount.
Yeah, look at that. We can keep wilds this year. 2 fish limit, hatchery or wild. We, I don't know, we've traveled a couple miles. It's nice to finally get into one. And so here's number 1. Let's go grab a couple more. One thing I do is always come to the river prepared. Here on my leader spool, I got all my Gamakatsu Big River hooks tied up. And I actually pre-tie these, pinch all the barbs, knowing that most of the rivers I'm fishing are barbless. And then I put my bobber stop, midpoint bobber stop, on that leader and then put it on my spool. Then I take my 1/8 inch hollow core as my midpoint weight and we just slide that on. And then I can just tie this on my rigging and I'm ready to go. So pre-tie all my rigs, double hooks where it's permitted, and slide that bobber stop on because they're very inexpensive. You can go through a ton of them and have your leaders ready to go. That way when you do break off, we just simply got to retie to this weight and we'll be back fishing.
What a cool creek this is. You know what I'm really excited about? Not having to think at all about what the Columbia River bar looks like right now.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan. What's that? Oh, well, I can only do so much for you, Matt. Come on, work harder. Work harder. I put the boat here because we're going to be fishing down here a little bit. Yep.
That's him?
Yep.
Let me get ahead above you. Get this up by now.
On the jig.
On the jig.
On the jig and prawn. So high probability it's a chummy, but we'll see. Chummy. Hey, throw the old jig and prawn out there. They didn't want eggs. Not that chum won't hit eggs, but I'll just get them up on the beach here, Mario.
There she is.
There she is. Okay. Nice little hand. Now we could keep that if we want eggs, but let's try for some coho still. We're not done yet. Right?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Thank you, sir. Blacks and pinks, purples, it all works. And when there's a bunch of them in here, it can be almost every cast, especially if you're tipping with a little piece of shrimp. Even, you know, when you're curing up coon shrimp. And for steelhead and stuff, you know, I like to fish a whole coon shrimp, sockeye, for the most part, a whole small coon shrimp. But if I have a bunch of tails, I throw them in a jar and hang on to them. Because you can tip a jig with those for steelhead fishing, or they work really well, just the tail section for chum.
What to your point, I really like that tail when you're...
There we go, another bobbing down.
What are you doing, Mario?
What are you
the hook,
doing?
Dwayne?
What are you doing, Mario? Yeah, an afternoon of chum fighting is not a bad way to spend an afternoon. Let's see, to land this fish, I like to just keep distance. I'm not going to reel down to my bobber and drag it right on up here. It's all about line angle and distance. So we just let it, it's still, you know, pulling pretty good. It's not giving up by any means, so. Yeah, look at that thing. It is a Chinook. Look how bright it is.
That's a beauty.
On the jig and prawn.
On the prawn and jig.
That Chinook is.
In with the Chinook.
How about that? The trifecta today.
Wow.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Now, you look at this fish at this time of year. Look at this hand.
There we go. Got one.
Yeah, you got it? Thank you.
Got it.
Look at that gorgeous fish.
Oh yeah.
That is a complete surprise right there.
What a beauty.
A jig and a piece of prawn, that salad prawn that I'm literally fishing that for chum. Coho hit it too, but guess what? Look at that fish.
That's a beauty.
If we could keep these things on here, oh my goodness.
That jig's gonna have to get retired before too long. He took some nice paint off of it.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna let her go. What a gorgeous fish. Especially for this time of year, man. That is an absolute specimen. Thank you, my lady. That is an absolute surprise. Until I got in here close, I was thinking chum the whole time. Didn't really even want to speculate anything else.
Start your outdoor adventure at Sportco and Outdoor Emporium, 2 locations with the best selection of name brand outdoor gear at affordable warehouse pricing. Over 60,000 different items to fit in your adventure, like Gamakatsu fishing gear, premium grade high carbon steel hooks, Gamakatsu custom designed fillet and boning knives, to tackle and storage containers. Gamakatsu, simply the best. Maximize your outdoor adventure with the right gear at Sportco and Outdoor Emporium, Fife and Seattle.
Yep, for sure. Oh yeah, big fish. Yeah, buddy. Nice fish. Oh, beauty. Gorgeous fish.
Bobby's on the board.
We got a good one.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, geez, come on.
Nice fish. Nice fish.
You haven't been here, but you know it. You've heard the sounds, smelt the air, and you've seen where your heart lands, if not yet. You haven't been here, but you've longed for a destination near or far, where time spent with loved ones and friends will go into the night and last in memories for a lifetime. You haven't been here, but you're on your way to a place not far. ExploreTheDalles.com.
New days, new beginnings, new friends, new loves, new dreams, new goals, new scenery, new job. No matter what the next chapter holds, Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate will be there to help you find the new that's right for your lifestyle at any stage of your life. Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. Expect better.
All right, hopefully you are enjoying that. We'll get back to more field footage out there on the river here later on in the program. I want to introduce you all back once again, no stranger to the program by any means, Chase Gunnell, WDFW Communications Manager. Chase, thanks for taking time out of your busy day and joining us on the program.
Yeah, thanks for having me on again.
Absolutely. So as of late, WDFW had recently announced that they are establishing regional engagement committees. And so I want you to talk a little bit about what these engagement committees are about and who is actually DFW targeting when they throw this type of information out there for people to take a look at.
Yeah, happy to speak about it. It's a new initiative for the department. Many hunters and anglers and other constituents may know that Department of Fish and Wildlife operates a number of advisory groups, whether it's for our local wildlife areas. There's one up in my neck of the woods for the Skagit wildlife area. There's advisory groups for certain fisheries like Grays Harbor or Puget Sound. Then we've got some budget and other high-profile policy advisory groups where we take input from stakeholders and members of the public on big decisions. These regional engagement committees are a new type of advisory group. They were a commitment in the department's 25-year strategic plan, and we're piloting them this year in the biggest region in the state and a region that I won't call it the smallest because they've got some real thorny wildlife issues and a lot of conservation work happening, but North Puget Sound region and North Central Washington region. So 2 regions where we're piloting the regional engagement committees, likely launch these committees in other regions in the future. And what this is an opportunity for us to increase our grassroots engagement, to hear more from the public and from our constituents about the issues that we manage in each of our 6 regions. And then also an opportunity for members of the public and our constituents to have more access to our regional management teams.
Gotcha. So yeah, DFW manages 6 regions throughout the state. They're initiating this engagement, regional engagement committees within 2 of the regions that you spoke of, pilot programs, and then with futuristic plans to branch out. How many folks are they inviting or hoping for to land on each of these pilot programs and these committees?
Yeah, we're looking for somewhere between 8 and 15 members to start. And these are big tent committees. We're going to be talking about things from freshwater fisheries and how to make sure that people understand the regulations that are coming out, how to access department information, how to manage our lands and water access areas. As many folks know, many of our boat ramps and lands are increasingly crowded, and we want to hear ideas how to handle that. So it's going to cover a lot of different topics, and we want to have a diverse committee of different interests. It could be hunters, it could be anglers, it could be commercial fishermen or outdoor industry businesses, or it could be conservation groups and wildlife watchers. This is really a place where we want to bring everyone together and share ideas, increase our engagement with our constituents and the public, and also give people the opportunity to provide their feedback in a new forum.
Gotcha. So it's pretty broad in scope as far as what type of input and review of certain programs and all those diverse things that you just talked about that they're looking for. Who, before we jump out for a break here, who ultimately will these groups report to, their findings and their recommendations? Who does this go to?
Yeah, a great question. So as you mentioned, WDFW has 6 regions, and each region has a regional director. And this is a deputy to the department director, Kelly Suswind, that is really the regional point person, both in managing the region and in representing our region with, say, the tribes or other partners. And that regional director is the leader of these regional engagement committees.
Gotcha. Okay, we barely scratched the surface. Have a few more questions for you, and then I want to make sure we get some steelhead talking. So tell you what we're going to do. Jump out for a quick break. We'll be back here in studio with Chase Gunnell right after this. Allied, the new leader in heavy gauge aluminum boats. Allied boats have standard reverse chine and lifting rakes to help you plane faster and run at lower RPMs. Allied boats have several models to choose from, ranging from a 19-foot Mustang all the way up to a 32-foot Liberator. So regardless of what type of heavy gauge aluminum boats you are looking for, Allied Boats will have it for you. Contact Allied Boats today to learn more about these incredible fishing machines.
Hey guys, I'm Big Mike. Come on down to the Edge Pro Shop and see me. We've got all the best brands under one roof. We've got Hawken, Procure, Short Bust, Pro Troll, Yakima Bait, Get 'em Dry Jigs, Northwest Bait Scent, Daiwa Reels, North Fork Lures, North Wild, Brad's, Superfly, Rocky Mountain Tackle, and of course, the greatest rods ever built, Edge Rods.
All right, we are back, and a few more questions for Chase Gunnell, WDFW Communications Manager. So Chase, prior to the break, we're talking about the formation of the regional engagement committee. So look, there's a lot of committees. Matter of fact, you went through a good number of them as examples, existing committees and processes. So what do you say? There's a lot of negativity at times pointed directly towards DFW, as in, well, they let us come into this forum, or they allow us to be on these meetings and speak, but we don't ever feel like we're truly listened to. It's more of a dog and pony show. What do you say to folks that are going to balk at just another committee, just another waste of time?
Yeah, the first thing I'd say is I hear them. Yeah. I think that's our leadership as well. This is an opportunity for us to walk our talk, to really step up our game when it comes to working with members of the public, whether they're, whoever they are among our constituency. This is an opportunity to hear from them. And we're going to need to set some sideboards going in. These are regional engagement committees. They're not going to be able to set policy on federal laws like the Marine Mammal Protection Act. They're not going to be necessarily able to set statewide policy, or there may be some engagement with the Fish and Wildlife Commission, but this isn't a commission advisory group. But what this committee is going to be able to do is have input and have some feedback to us, and us communicate to them and get their ideas when it comes to regional issues that our regions do have authority over. And I think that's a really important opportunity, both for the department and the communities that we represent. So It is just one more committee, but it's one more committee that's targeted to local grassroots issues.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, there's got to be some form of process, application process. And what are you looking for real quick in qualifications? And is there a deadline to submit if folks are interested?
Yeah, so the first thing I'd say is we have an online application form that's available now, or you can fill out a paper application and mail it to one of our regional offices, either North Puget Sound region or North Central Washington region. You can also email that to myself or my colleague over in Ephrata in the North Puget Sound region. And we are actually extending the deadline for this. We've pushed it back a little bit. We have an announcement going out soon. So right now the deadline is set at December 2nd. We're going to be extending that through the end of the year. So folks have a few more weeks to apply. We really want to get a strong cast of folks on these committees, and we're going to give them till December 31st to apply. So look for that news. And if you're interested in applying, you can find more information on our website along with that application form. The people we're looking for are people that care about fish, wildlife, and habitat in Washington. So, if you're a member of an organization or you have an outdoor business, we would welcome your application. If you're just an average Joe hunter who's well-informed on fish, wildlife, and habitat, we welcome your application. If you're a bird watcher that also goes fishing a few times a year, we welcome your application too. So, this is a big tent committee, and we encourage people to take a look.
Yeah, sounds like the door is wide open, and you can't sit around and complain about stuff if you don't commit and get involved. So, okay, well, good things to come from that. We'll keep an eye on it and see how it progresses. Before we run out of time here, I want to real quickly talk a little bit about Steelhead. Now, look, you're a communications manager, more North Puget Sound, but you kind of got your hooks into a lot of things. I know you are completely apprised, excuse me, the information came out of Region 6 office last evening with the town hall. Lots of anticipation, lots of folks excited about the opportunity to get back to fishing these local waters here out of Grays Harbor, South Coast. And of course, the numbers also look good out at the North Coast. So real quick, what do you, can you surmise kind of the direction things are going? It looks really positive, and it seems like DFW is pretty excited.
Yeah, excited is the right word. I know that whether it's my colleagues out on the coast or folks I work with out of the Mill Creek office here in North Puget Sound, we're feeling pretty good about this season. We're still working on co-manager agreements. We're still crunching the numbers for some of the final steelhead forecasts, particularly for rivers like the Skagit, but things are looking good. And on the Skagit last year, we had an estimated final return of 6,700 fish, just over 6,700. That's a good return. And this year, fingers crossed, we might see even higher numbers. So can't give you a specific Skagit forecast just yet, but we're working on it. We're feeling really good about it. And we hope to have more information out around the end of the year about a potential season for the Skagit sock in 2025.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. We get the South Coast Grays Harbor back. We can look forward to some additional fisheries up there in North Puget Sound once again. We had some epic days up there, as did you, last season with that opportunity on Skagit Sock. Just some beautiful, beautiful country. Folks need to take advantage of that. Catch and release up there is just something to behold. So, hey, I want to thank you for taking time with us on the show today, Chase, keeping us up to date. And we'll stay connected with you. I want to keep apprised of all the information coming out, forecasts, and opportunity as we roll into the first of the year, February, March, and see if we can get back up there in North Puget Sound once again.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Yep. Have a good one. All right, Chase Gunnell, Communications Manager at DFW, doing a lot of great things. And check out the webpage if you're interested, the dfw.com or .org webpage, and sign up, put your application in, get involved with these regional engagement committees. You'll be glad you did. Jumping out for a break. When you come back, taking you back out to the river for more drift boat. And can Mario Venti actually land a fish? We're going to find out. Stay tuned.
Living catching fish, not only as a tournament angler, but as a guide as well. Catching fish is important, and Gamakatsu hooks for me, they kind of help take the luck out of fishing a little bit just because they're a high quality hook. Obviously have a really good reputation for being very strong and very sharp. Gamakatsu, I use their products every day in the boat, and big part of my success.
All Defiance boats are built without any structural wood materials. That is why all boats are backed with a lifetime warranty. All Defiance boats come standard with large fish boxes that are fully insulated so that you can ice your fish properly all day. All Defiance boats are foam flotation filled and unsinkable for the ultimate in safety while fishing offshore. Before you buy any boat, stop by or call Defiance Boats today to ensure you are getting the very best glass boat your money can buy.
If you're looking for the best fishing rods in the world, you really do need to take a look at the Edge rods. I designed and built new machinery, and I think this new machinery has enabled us to build blanks like no other company can build without this equipment. There is no other rods in the world that are as good as these rods. You owe it to yourself to take a good look at them.
New days, new beginnings, new friends, new loves, new dreams, new goals, new scenery, new job. No matter what the next chapter holds, Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate will be there to help you find the new that's right for your lifestyle at any stage of your life. Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. Expect better.
Look at the paint coming off of that. It was a metallic bead, black and pink. Now it's a white jig head. But you know what? I'm going to keep fishing it.
Absolutely.
It's like those plugs. Once you knock the paint off, but they still wiggle, they still work.
It's the one.
Yeah. How you guys doing? On the eggs. Let's hope that's a coho, Mario. Yep. That kid.
There he is.
Excellent. I'm going to get some coffee because I know when you fight fish, it literally takes a while. I could grab my floating egg rod and double up. Oh, chummy. Nice big buck. Mario's gonna be there for a while. Okay, back up here to the shore, Mario. Okay, right there. Right under the jaw.
Nice.
Not like he didn't bite at it, but sometimes look at the teeth on this buck.
Yeah, look at that guy.
That's what I love about the chum, especially the bucks. You know, that hen we got. They get toothy as well, but these bucks really get the teeth.
Yeah, and how strong he is for how far down the line he is too, you know?
Yeah, they're a great looking fish. Want to shake hands with him?
Yeah, I'm gonna do. It's been a while since I caught a chum.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Come on, bud. Ready?
He'll get going.
Perfect. Right back.
Yep.
That was what a good fight.
Chum on eggs.
Chum on eggs.
Nicely done.
That's a nice drift right there, isn't it?
Right down the line.
There he is.
There he is. I just had to put on a bigger piece of prawn.
Is that what you had to do?
Yeah, that really had a lot of smell to it. Oh, I think I see stripes. Just keep constant pressure on it. I'm going to go downriver. Get that fish to come in. 45-degree angle. Now it turns. So guess what? I go back upriver. 45-degree angle. Here we go. And soft landing. Keep the pressure on it. And then your buddy tails it. There we go. Another buck with some nice teeth. That jig just keeps working, huh?
Yeah.
That buck's in a little better shape, Mario. A little brighter.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, look at them teeth. Holy smokes.
These teeth are actually sharp.
they will get you. They'll definitely rip your glove.
Do you want to let them go or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh. What
Getting
was
bit?
that? He was.
Oh yeah, fish on. What are you doing?
Nah, it didn't go down all the way.
Oh,
that's right where the ledge comes up too.
The float was gone.
No. Swing and a miss. It's a good thing we're not keeping score.
You didn't even swing. You buckled at the knees. You're like,
I just was like, is he gonna take it all the way or what?
Like, I want that. I want that pitch back. Give me another one of those. Oh,
there you go.
There we go.
There he is.
Just a matter of time. The jig prevails.
Man, you are on fire with that jig.
That thing is ridiculous. It is so beat to heck.
That one's gonna need to be retired in the studio.
Yeah, maybe.
Up on the shelf.
Yeah, it's had a good day. It's had a good day. So, how many fish do you catch on a leader before you change it?
Well, depends on the pound a leader.
Yeah. There we go. Thank you, sir.
Look at that. Perfect on the nose.
That's the nice thing about the jig orientation. You know, more times than not, I'm thinking like 90% of the time, you're hooking them up in that upper jaw, and it usually pierces through that nose. And you don't lose a lot of fish with jigs, even barbless hooks. So, yeah, good biomass of chum in here. In all these coastal rivers, really, they've rebounded really nice in the last few years with lots of chum. The earliest chum I got this year was on an adjacent river down the road here, October 10th. Chrome bright hens coming into the lower river in the tidal water, and that was before we got the rain. So they're marching in just on tide, and there's a lot of them. Here's that prawn. I think I got some in my bait box. Yeah, here we go. Oh. So it's that salad prawn. Added some Braxel fire to it. Potskie's Braxel fire. Look how nice and pink those are. They really smell shrimpy. And I didn't add anything to it. There's no oils, there's no nothing. It's just those.
Just Braxel fire and shrimp.
Yeah. And
killer.
Adds a little color. Smells completely natural. They're tough. They're not cooked. They're right out of the freezer. Let them thaw. Start adding the Braxel fire. Color them up. Stir them up. Put them in the fridge. They toughen up in a day or so, and they hold on your hook really well. And they don't overweight that jig, right? So the orientation of that in the water is like that.
Perfect.
If you hang a big piece of meat on there, usually your knot's going to slip a little bit and your jig's going to be like this. Now, can you catch fish like that? Yeah. Chum are pretty aggressive, and you're probably still going to get them, but I like to make sure that knot's on the backside, and then that's the orientation going through the water column. All right, get another one.
Do it again.
My arm is not tired enough.
A Northwest favorite for almost 40 years, Arima boats are manufactured with pride in Bremerton, Washington. All Arima boats are built without any structural wood materials. That is why Arima boats are backed with a lifetime warranty. Arima can offer every boat with Honda outboard packages so that you can take advantage of the reliability and 5-year top-to-prop warranty from your Honda outboard. Call or stop by Arima Boats today and let them help you get into your very next boat.
Yep, for sure. Oh yeah, big fish. Yeah, buddy. Nice fish. Oh, beauty. Gorgeous fish.
Bobby's on the board.
We got a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
No, geez, come on.
nice fish. Nice fish.
Support from Northwest Sportsmen make Federal Ammunition the world's leading ammunition manufacturer. Federal uses the industry's finest materials, giving you reliable ammunition that delivers superb accuracy and optimum performance. Northwest hunters rely on Sportco to provide the best selection and prices in the Northwest since 1985. Sportco and Outdoor Emporium in Fife and Seattle. Your journey begins here.
I got him. Oh, buddy.
I heard a jump.
Once again, walked up there, grabbed a fresh prawn, little shrimpy, put it on. One drift through. Boom! Fish up. Mario, what are you doing up there?
I'm just waiting for you to milk that.
It's jig time, buddy.
It's jig time?
You might want to go with the jig.
Okay, going for the double.
Definitely a chum. And making a hot lap to the shore. Come on, little girl. Now, if I was after eggs today, and you know, at the end of the day, I may keep one of these chum just to, because chum eggs make fantastic bait. They really do. Look at her. She's actually pretty clean. That's a nice hen. Right there, actually. Set that down, try to keep it out of the mud. There you go, she hammered that thing. That there, for mid-river, as far as where we are at in this system, that's a pretty clean chum. Yeah, not bad. All right. Oh, there it is. 2 in a row.
Dude.
Huh.
Dude.
Hi, Mario.
2 in a row.
Yeah. That did not take long. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, head shaking. Look at them white gums. Oh, yeah. That a boy. Look at him. Let's keep some pressure on him and try to walk him on up here. Here we go. All right. Okay. There we go. Compared to where your fish is at. Okay.
There we go with the double.
Oh, there we go, Mario. Oh.
That's what was after the double.
Okay. This guy's going back again. Oh, yeah. They like to get you soaking wet. Look at this guy. Huh? What do you got going on?
Just a fun fight.
Yep.
Oh, come on, baby.
I think we got some chum that have moved in here in decent numbers.
Do a triple double, a double double.
That. Is that a hen that you might want to keep?
Let's have a look at her.
Yeah.
Nice little egg wagon here.
Sure, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, pull some line off that reel. There you go. That.
Look at that, right in the nose.
Right in the nose. That was on eggs too, huh?
Nope, that was shrimp.
Oh, you put a shrimp on. That's a nice size hen.
That is a nice size hen. I think we should keep her for eggs.
There we go. Whoa. Bobbing down.
Swing batter.
It's been a great day out here. Weather is amazing for fall fishing, you know.
Not too many leaves in the river yet either to fight with.
Yeah, we haven't had a big blow yet to knock them all down, but it's coming.
Oh, that was a bite though.
Yeah, he slammed it. Oh. 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 This is a big old buck, I think. He's ornery. No wonder he's fighting so hard, bulldogging me.
Got a little green to him.
Look at that guy.
Oh, that's a good one. Hey, buddy. Got him?
Yeah.
Dropping. Oh, yeah.
Big old buck. Look at that guy.
Wow.
Wow. What a specimen. Huh. I think we just keep that jig on, Mario.
I think you just keep the jig on.
And you know, they're digging the prawn, which is great. It's such an inexpensive alternative.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have eggs, shrimp can work in so many different fisheries and the different types of shrimp, and just a simple bag of salad shrimp from the grocery store.
A little bit of Potskis and...
Yeah, and does the trick. All right, buddy, time to go.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah. Gonna hold him till he gets those gills flapping back and forth. You see that water getting in there, and he's gonna pull right out of my hand. There he goes. Atta boy. Okay. Now my arm's tired. I'm old. That's what happens. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up out here. You know, pretty fun day out here on the river. Mario?
Epic day out on the river.
You know, we got into, surprisingly enough, a couple Chinook. Had a lot of fun with some chum. Got some really nice coho. Was hoping for more coho, but hey, it's fishing. And we did the trifecta. Who knew, right? And eggs, jigs, and salad shrimp, obviously working.
Even the salad shrimp just on the hook?
That, yeah, you did pull that one off successfully. So I tip my cap to that. But, you know, fun float. Water has dropped extremely fast. Really, really clear conditions. So just kind of stealthy approach. Everything we caught today was pretty much suspended under floats. And the fish are pocketed up in the deeper pools. That's to be expected. We still got a lot of fall fishing left. We got some rain coming. It's going to blow these rivers up for a couple days, I think. The atmospheric river, as they've coined it, is coming down from Alaska. So that usually packs a pretty good punch, and these rivers will, you know, shoot up pretty quick. But then cooler temps on the horizon, they'll drop extremely fast too. Ideally, gauge your rivers, know where they, you know, fish optimally and when you want to be on them. And sometimes that's a Wednesday, right? Sometimes you look at your gauge and you go, might have to call in sick that day, because guess what? Rivers are on the drop. And we got a narrow window, you know, a couple months of prime opportunity to get out here on these rivers when the fish are running. So had a great time today, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were able to
Thanks for bringing me.
Get out of the ocean and get back into the river like you used to do.
That's right.
Huh?
Super fun.
Yeah, great time. All right, we do have a few more casts on us, but that's going to do it for us out here on the river today. We're going to jump out for a quick break, and we'll see you back in studio right after this. Defiance Marine is the one-stop shop for the Pacific Northwest angler. Defiance Marine guarantees the best price on a new and best service on a repower for your current boat. Defiance Marine is a Honda Premier dealership and one of the largest on the West Coast. Defiance Marine is a boat dealer who proudly sells Defiance, Allied, and Arima boats. All boats are built by West Coast fishermen for West Coast fishermen. Defiance Marine has all your boating needs to help you get out on the water.
If you're looking for the best fishing rods in the world, you really do need to take a look at the Edge rods. I designed and built new machinery, and I think this new machinery has enabled us to build blanks like no other company can build without this equipment. There is no other rods in the world that are as good as these rods. You owe it to yourself to take a good look at them.
All right, well, there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed that. We had an epic day on the water. Drift boat days, floating and fishing and getting into fish is always a lot of fun. And when water conditions are ideal, which they will be multiple times throughout the season, you can get into fish piled up like that and have a pretty successful day. So we're real glad to be able to bring that to you. Try to get some more drift boat content before the season is over. But then again, we're going to roll right into steelhead fishing. And if you caught our conversation with Chase earlier in the program, you're going to recognize the fact that there's a lot of folks really excited about what's to come here in this Region 6, Grays Harbor, South Coast, whatever title you want to put on it. But looks like we're going back steelhead fishing. We're going to hopefully retain the ability to use bait through December, as we got a lot of hatchery coho still around. And in the Grays Harbor system, we can still go after wild coho as well. And then, of course, as it rolls into steelhead, we'll get at least a couple months here in the Grays Harbor region for steelhead opportunity, provided they come to agreement with the co-managers. And I think that's going to be pretty successful going into this season. So I want to thank everybody for joining in on the program today. If you have time, jump on over to our webpage, www.fishhuntnw.com. They're going to find a lot of insightful bits of information, DIYs, and lots of how-tos and insightful content, and some coupon codes to take advantage of. Phelps Game Calls, for example, Fish Hunt NW10 at checkout. That's going to wrap it up for us this week here out of the studio. We'll be back next week. I think Tommy's going to be back in studio with me. I guess we'll find out. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Get out and get something done. We'll see you next time right here at Fish Hunt Northwest.